Hi everybody, this is Stefan from the Victoria and the Uplands, Oakland's Hillside District for Scholars Edge Painting. For this video we are covering ladder safety. It's very important to understand how ladders work if you're going to use them, and just to for everyday work. So yeah, right here we've got a 24-foot ladder. I'm using this quite a bit on my job sites, as well as a telescoping ladder, which I'm also using quite frequently. So these are the two ladders that I'm going to be using for the demonstration today. Now when you're setting up a 24-foot ladder, you must make sure that every 4 units up, you are 1 unit out. So pretty much if you are, let's say, setting up a 4-foot ladder, if you're 4 feet up, you need to be 1 foot out. So pretty much here it's about 12 to 14 feet, so you want to be out around 3 to 4 feet, give or take. When you're going up the ladder, you must make sure that you have a 3-point system. In terms of touching the ladder, you have to have both feet on the ladder, obviously, and one of the hands at all times. So pretty much to come up, you have to pretty much face the ladder and just make sure that the ladder is on a straight, smooth, and flat surface, and that the top isn't kind of angled in any way. You can kind of tell by kind of shaking the ladder before you go. This is pretty sturdy. This isn't moving anywhere. So when you're going up, just face the ladder. Nice and easy. And the rope here is tied off at the top so that it doesn't get in the way. Make sure that when you're first setting up the ladder that there isn't any electrical cords, because if you're using aluminum ladders like this, you can get electrocuted if the cord is live. You must make sure that you're also kind of using a center of balance in terms of when you're painting. So if you're spraying, you can spray maybe up to like an arm's length. You don't want to go anything further than that, or otherwise you're going to lose your center of balance. Especially if you're high up, or it's like a windy day or gusty day, you've got to be really careful. When you're coming back down, use the exact same procedure. 3-point system, just face the ladder. You can go slow at first, you don't have to race up the ladder. I suggest you don't race up the ladder. And that's how you climb up and down a 24-foot ladder. Just make sure that these rungs here are in place and always locked. If they're not locked, you can run the risk of the ladder kind of slipping or sliding out on you, which is not very good. So if you want to make the ladder kind of taller, what you do is you bring the ladder down, untie, you can bring the ladder back up, and then lift the ladder, make sure that it's quite balanced, and then pull, and then it'll go up. But make sure that it's always balanced, especially if you're doing it by yourself. Because if you're doing it by yourself, it will kind of make a greater risk of you kind of losing your balance rather than doing it with someone else. So if you can do it with someone else, I suggest you do. So when you're bringing the ladder down, just make sure that you have a clear location of where you're bringing the ladder down beforehand, or otherwise if you just want to be careful. So I've got this kind of clear stretch of pavement that I can put my ladder down on, which is good. So pretty much when you're taking it, look up at the ladder so you don't lose your balance. And nice and easy by yourself, you can just kind of place it over nice and slow so that you have great control all the way down. Move with the ladder, use your knees to bend, not your back, and the ladder's down. So next we have the telescoping ladder. It is a very versatile ladder. I like it a lot because it can cover many different things. You can make it kind of like a straight ladder. You can make it a step ladder if you wanted, an A-frame. It's very versatile, so I suggest having one of these on your job sites at all times. So pretty much how to use a telescoping ladder, you just gotta be careful like always with all ladders. There are 2 rungs, there are 2 kind of circle looking things here. And these kind of lock in when you put it into place. So let's put it into an A-frame first. You saw that? Now the circle things are out. Little sockets are out. So that means it is locked into place. It's not moving. You can go up Make sure you don't step over the second. You can go up, you can go down as you like. You just want to make sure that these guys are always, both of them, out rather than in, or otherwise you may have a faulty ladder. Make sure that at the same time, none of it's rusting, none of it has any loose bolts or anything like that. Yeah, so that's the A-frame style. You can actually slide the telescoping ladder to a longer distance, so I'll show you how to do that right now. So pretty much, if you want to get this back to its kind of straight form, you can just hold on. You can kind of slap these things in and kind of gently things down, and look, both of those things kind of locked in, so now it's locked. And you can actually put this up against the wall or whatever you like. It's the same rule as the 24-foot ladder. Just make sure that when you're using metal ladders, never put it near electrical cords or cables, because you can electrocute yourself, and it's not a very good time. As well as just being generally safe in terms of the 3-point system as well as the 4-to-1 unit. So now, how to pretty much extend the ladder is there are these little kind of sockets here as well. So if you kind of pull it out, it kind of goes to the side, and you have to do it on the other side as well, so that both of them are off. And now what you can do is you can slide it up and down as much as you want. So now that's at that level. You want to make sure that both are locked in, as these are popped out as well, before you put a ladder up, or otherwise you may have it sliding on you, and that wouldn't be very, very safe. That'd be very dangerous, actually. So yeah, you just want to be sure that all things are locked in place before you commence. Make sure that you always have a flat surface that you're working on, and yeah, that's how kind of like a crash course on how to use ladders safely. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Also, another fact that you guys kind of just make sure that you guys are using proper kind of equipment to stow it on top of your vehicles. I like to use ratchet straps. Ratchet straps are pretty cheap from like Home Depot, and they're quite useful, super easy to set up on your vehicle. So yeah, thanks very much, and good luck to all the operators out there, yeah, keep it up with the production.